This is the part of work on the moon that no researcher wants to do. It's to look at these smaller objects. This is Aristarchus, by the way. We're right on the plateau. We're seeing lines and connections coming out of that soup of energy there. But that hole here is where the connections of black lines are going down to. I wish John Lear, you were here, but he's probably watching right now. He wanted to know what the hell was going on with Aristarchus crater. John Lear said it was possibly a power plant. And I was like, well, yeah, but where's your info? He just had info. Well, I'm the one that showed him the connections. Oh, they're there. And if John Lear's telling people that Aristarchus crater is a power source, don't wonder why he knew it. He was working with me to find that out. You can see the lines here entering Aristarchus crater. Massive black lines, but no one's interested in it. People want to see better proof, right? Well, how about this? The Southern Highlands. You'll hear me mention it for the rest of my life because a lot of structures are there. What are these objects covering and see-through that we can see the craters on the corners? Why is this stupid object? I can see it. It's pretty obvious. They're pretty dumb if they wanted to hide that from people. Maybe I'm ahead of my time. I don't know why I'm able to see them so easily because honestly, they are easy. Nobody can prove to me that those are natural structures because they're not. They're absolutely not. They're not craters either. Imagine me showing you this. Hey guys, look at the beautiful craters, the impact craters. Wouldn't I sound a little stupid telling you that these are craters? Because that's what NASA's telling you. So those of you who believe NASA, oh boy, you're in for a very sad day when this truth comes out. Are they satellite? Are they satellites? Are they telescopes? Are they, solar panels? I don't know, but they're see-through. Are they spaceship parts? There's a lot of large objects on the surface of the moon. And this beautiful image, if you've never seen anyone show you craters that are being built on the moon, well, maybe I'm doing the technique right. Keep coming back looking at this. I will be exposing the entire surface, and there's lots of areas we have to go back and look at. I hope you're appreciating this. We can look at it different ways. Guys, you can see the white crater through the black screen, whatever that is. Why? What is that? I've showed you over 40 squares that are covering corners of craters. It has to be something not natural. And you can see the other black object at the back. Black is the theme this week, right? I showed you black triangles, pyramids. I showed you black lines. There's these black screens. There's black structures. It's a black project. Pretty sure. Surprisingly, this might be a part that a lot of people are not interested in. Nobody's talking about this covers and screens and objects that are being built over the corners of the craters. This research is pretty unique, and the findings that I'm bringing to the table here are all different. And the research that has been done for the past 50, 60 years, I'm sorry, but it's just one little file of, pixelated shit. And that's what we got. And now with this high-powered scope, we can see for ourselves. And there's no interest? I don't believe it. So if you're wondering why people don't see the surface, well, this is how I first saw it. I saw that object there. It was very hard to show. And I said, ugh, look at the pixelated shit. Not pixelated, but fuzzy, blurry crap. No one's going to see that object's elevated off the surface. But quite simply like this, with the exposure taken down, you could see it. So we just bring down the exposure, also the negative, right? So that we can see the objects white dark and the dark objects white. So it just switches over, negative image. And then back over to the other image, but then bringing it down with the green filter and boom, voila, watch. Straight up, we can see through that object now. So those dark objects are what are lifting up on the corners, built to look like shadows, because they sort of look like shadows. But I'm totally not stupid. Didn't last me very long. I think a week. After a week, I saw everything that I'm showing you guys in the 6 years that I've been doing this. I saw it in the first week. And I'm seeing a lot more on the surface. The surface is entirely hidden this way. You have to use what they are using to hide the view of the surface. They're using light and darkness. Well, fight that light and darkness with light and darkness. The lines are connected there. You know how we can see it a little better? I'm always trying to get it better for you all. I work my ass off, I'll be honest with you. Look in the center now. Spreading a little bit of light over the image, and you will see in the center there where those black lines are in the bottom, you will see them come up right there as the light's distributed over the surface. This is how I found it. It's not easy to see the surface. You have a blinding effect of the surface. Well, bring that light down. Okay, so add a smoke and haze over top of it, natural or not, and there they are there. Literally high-rising objects. And also look like high-rising Christmas trees, right? But they're not. They're lines going straight to the energy source, Aristarchus, and they're producing some type of energy. What I do here as a full-time job is to try to show people the things on the moon in a way where it's as clear as possible, but also where we can see actual pieces of the craters. And you can see that it's a shit show, guys. It's a complete manipulation. There's squares, there's building-like objects and connections. They're definitely producing some type of energy. Over the years, all people have been really lingering on are some of the objects and lines, which we've heard for years. The UFOs going over the surface, but there's a lot more to it than that. It's not just UFOs that are traveling and seen near the moon. Are they exiting the moon? Well, yes, they are. And even more detail, well, obviously this structure here, right, that I showed you, with the platforms at the background that more researchers now are starting to say. I saw it yesterday morning. All the researchers are jumping on the wagon, and I thank you all for it, for starting to say what I'm saying now, which is perfect because that's the truth, and that's what the moon is hiding. It's hiding these structures that are being blinded by smokes and hazes and illuminated reflective surfaces. There's really not a bigger secret than that. So the secret is that little hole, that black hole in the bottom of all this. Inside of that are black towers sticking out, and you can see the tops of them right there, and they're veered to go towards Aristarchus. Exposed. Darla, Ruth Kelly, Paul Sabo, Pat Crassar, and to everyone who contributes to this channel. More to come. Thank you. Aliens on the moon. When are they going to tell the world? Come on, Pentagon. Aliens on the moon. Aliens on the moon. And they're mining. They're mining on the moon. Thank you very much for the support to this channel. Everyone, thanks for the generous contributions, and thanks for watching the videos. Aliens up there on the moon. They may be even coming right here soon. Aliens are mining on the moon. Yes, they are up there. Doesn't matter, cause disclosure's coming soon. Disclosure's coming soon.